The Cougar Epidemic. Young men dating older women. Based, by the way, by Shoe0nHead.
Thanks to various social and economic factors and the rich, evil pedophile clowns that run our gay, retarded government, the American dream of owning a house and having a wife and 2 kids is dying. And the Zoomer-Coomer fantasy of a rich, older girlfriend taking charge and making you chicken nuggies while you play video games in your pajamas all day is thriving. Back in my day, we called this cougar hunting. Or, you know, mommy issues. But the kids today are calling it something different. Hag-maxing.
Nice. That's how you do an intro. That's a 10 out of 10 intro. That was hook, line, and sinker. That was a story beginning, middle, and end.
In my last video, I jokingly referenced the term hag-maxing.
You've been on a date with a 40-year-old.
Okay, that's different.
How is that different?
He's right, it's different. You're robbing the cradle, he's hag-maxing. Educate yourself. Which greatly intrigued a lot of you. So I decided, you know what, I am going to make an entire video dedicated to covering this phenomenon. Gen Z men going out of their way to date older women. What is this? Why is this happening?
I can tell you from my own personal perspective, because I don't actually find women like about age 20 to 22 attractive. It's a lot of it is personality and life experience. You have to understand, okay, people are out here watching isekai anime. I literally, as of today, finished both a rewatch of High School of the Dead, watched it for the plot, actually, 100%. Actually, great plot. I loved a lot of what it tackled. And Code Geass, Rose of the Recapture. A really, really heavy series. A lot of characters get traumatized in it. Oh, so good, though. Okay. I can't really have that conversation with people, okay? I have always associated with people older than me because they've had life experience. My peers, for all intents and purposes, are dumbasses. Like, they're actually idiots. So I don't associate with my peers, okay? Just saying.
Is this happening? And if it's happening, is it a good thing, or is it a symptom of broader societal issues? Why are all these young whippersnappers scooping up these older timepieces? Oh, speaking of timepieces, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Holzkern.
Oh, fair.
Holzkern is a young Austrian company that creates uniquely crafted watches, jewelry, and accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces come in various designs for both men and women. Personally, I'm a huge fan of their men's watch collection, like the solar-powered watch called the Comfort Crusher, that's made with fine-grained walnut wood and encased in stainless steel. The walnut wood comes from here in North America, and all the wood Holzkern uses are FSC certified, ensuring that it was forested in a sustainable way. I got my husband the Open Horizon watch, modeled after a real pilot's watch. It comes with a beautiful green marble dial and even has a built-in stopwatch function. He loves the sporty yet professional look, making it a perfect choice to wear at both work and home. And it would be a great gift for any cougar looking to spoil their Zoomer boyfriend. Just saying. The watch I picked out for myself is the Colorburst Automatic watch. It has a unique green mosaic embedded in a stainless steel casing, and its wooden strap is easily adjustable to fit every wrist. Holzkern's products are made in small quantities to ensure that each item is built to last. They do a great job combining functionality and fashion, and I just think their watches look really neat. Holzkern also creates elegantly crafted earrings, rings, bracelets, and necklaces, like this platinum-plated shade necklace. The store has accessories for both men and women, like the durable Forte bandlet for men made from orange-white marble, or the Duet bandlet for women, made with zebra wood and elegant gold stainless steel. All items come with a 2-year warranty, and ordering is super easy with free express shipping to the US and most EU countries within 2 to 5 days. So if you're looking for a gift for someone, or you just want to treat yourself to a nice high-quality watch, I definitely recommend checking out their store. Just click the link in the video description and use my special discount code SHOE at checkout to get 10% off your order store-wide. So big thank you to Holzkern for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it.
So that was about what? Was that 2 minutes? I'm trying to think how long that was. So about 117-ish. That was about a 2-minute ad. So it had me through the whole watch segment. Right. It's a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a good ad read. It was a little long, but that's probably constraints from the actual sponsor, right? When it hit the necklace part, that's about a minute in. My attention started to waver. And then once we started hitting it was somewhere in the back half. It was like the last 30 seconds or so when we were scrolling the web page. That did tear me out of the experience a little bit. However, considering if that is a requirement to actually have it be a 2-minute ad, I thought it was 9 out of 10.
What's up with Gen Z slang, dude? Looks maxing, hag maxing, riz, sus. Back in my day, we had our epic
Sus.
bacon and rafflecopters,
Yes!
and we were happy. Now, when I think of the term hag, I usually think of an evil, cackling witch. But no, apparently now it means women above 30.
Nice.
Fuck you guys. I'm so tired of comments that are like, I used to watch you when I was in 3rd grade, and now I'm graduating college. Good for you. Awesome. Congratulations. My
Wild.
knees hurt when I get up off the floor. Now, this term hagmaxing went viral a few months ago with this screenshot. Meet the hagmaxers. Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. A very strange phenomenon is making its rounds on social media. Gen Z men are ditching casual sex with their women to pursue long-term relationships with financially stable and experienced millennial ladies.
Wait a minute. Wait, did that actually summarize my entire argument? To pursue long-term relationships, so a committed situation. Let's even take financially stable out of there, right? You could replace that with really anything in regards to being like just competent with money, right? To have that life experience. Experience and long-term relationship. Oh my God. See, okay, I'm gonna lay it low for you, okay? If you want to have a triple-digit body count, whoever you are, whatever you identify as, go for it. No, zero issues here. Go for it. As an individual, I know that I would never want a double-digit body count, but I'm also very, 1, protective of my time. 2, I kind of know what I want from life, and it ain't that. So I'm kind of latching onto the experience here, and I want to see how much of that actually goes in throughout the video.
Now, even though this article doesn't actually exist, it was a meme created on 4chan, because of course it was. But the meme did spark a massive conversation and debate about hagmaxing. And people had a lot of strong opinions about it. Motherless behavior. This is just mommy issues rebrand. Another day, another psyop. It's not hagmaxing, it's MILF hunting, and it's an art.
Facts.
Please don't misappropriate my fetishes, giving the dumbest name known to humankind to having a mommy kink. I mean, to be honest, I'm 16, waiting for a 20 to 25-year-old to pick me up, lol.
No. That's bait. That is bait. That one like right there. Actually doesn't say if it's a like or a dislike. That better be a dislike. Yes, FBI, that post right there. In fact, FBI, that's probably you posting that.
Well, okay, officer. I'm gonna throw
Exactly.
up. I would love to have a 40-year-old sugar mama who buys me gifts and pays my bills. Drizzle, drizzle. Young, hard dicks and the older women who enjoy them. This isn't new. Hagmax bandwagoner.
What do you mean that's nothing new? Chat, do you know I, as a man, I've just acknowledged at this point, I will never compete with female products or specific implements, specific. I'm trying to word this in as meme a way as possible. Specific phallic shaped things. Okay, when I hear somebody just shit posting at a job about like I don't know, like Firebrand the Centaur, I can't compete with that. Okay. No human can compete with that. Dude, you can throw those in microwaves to heat them up. You can throw those in like water and like ice to cool them down. Dude, I can't temperature regulate like that. We ain't got cyborgs yet. Elon Musk is working on the stupid Neuralink whatever, right? But like dude, I can't compete with that. I've made my peace with that, okay? Some lady comes up and is like, "Hey, handsome. How you doing? Look, I'm not going to be able to compete, with 20 different vibration functions that can be hot or cold depending on where you put it, okay? Depending on what you soak it in, right? I can't compete in that, okay? I'm out here playing Pokemon at eating sushi. Do with that what you will."
Are so cringe. I've been hagmaxing since 2nd grade in Miss Johnson's class.
Rough.
I am going to kill every last Gen Z and Gen Alpha kid on this planet, including myself. I want to be a hagmaxer, lol, any female taker, XD. I like thick MILFs and I cannot lie. Oh nice, it must be socially acceptable for 37-year-old men to date 20-year-old women again.
I mean, like, I know my parents actually have an issue with that. Like, they've been like, "Oh, that's wrong." At the end of the day, I don't care. If it's consensual and everyone's of the age of consent, I don't care. Like, just don't be weird.
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Absolutely not. I fucking love adult women. Women over 32 should be illegal.
What?
Now, according to the very astute, always reliable source, knowyourmeme.com. The term hag maxing is very popular in the VTuber community. Now, I don't have much interest in the VTuber community, but they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot of interest. Should I do a...
Wait.
But they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot...
Oh, no. Who? I actually haven't even seen that. Chelsea the Destroyer. Cool. Belmu. Milky Mew. Waiting for this Pine Baby. I actually haven't even seen some of these. Kitsunera. We're getting so many cool new... We're getting a lot of YouTuber new React channels. Smugalana. Arundel Reacts. Hades Mythos. Hey, your boy fell off. I didn't make the cut. I was voted off of Total Drama Island. Let's go. I had to check that I wasn't in there. I have escaped. See, Shoe0nHead, or her vision is like to T-Rex, okay? It's based on movement, okay? I was slow enough that I evaded the aggro. I see this as a W. Love your content.
Should I do a video reacting to VTubers reacting to me one...
Do it. In fact, you know what? If you want to talk, I'll do it. I'll sign an NDA, right? You want to do a video go like picking through the male VTuber brain? Dude, I'll be there first in line, 100%. That being said, there are definitely people larger than me who would probably be a lot better. Let's be real. But that'd be a really cool idea.
Okay, that might be fun. Let me know if I should do that. Although it seems to be a meme amongst the VTubers and the weebs, it is apparently a thing happening in real life. Rise of the boy toy. Why older women are dating Gen Z men at record rate. One woman stated, "Women my age seem to be excited by the freshness and lack of bitterness that comes with dating someone younger. Younger men seem more open and less burdened by insecurities." Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to be saying this like 100 times in this video, but could you imagine an article like this with the genders reversed? I love dating these young, fresh boys. They're less bitter. They have less baggage. They're not ran through. People would just be calling it red pill incel shit. Age gap relationships between millennial women and Gen Z men are on the rise. Our analysis of age hypogamy reveals the pragmatic underpinning of these relationships. It sometimes comes down to who's available. Many older men prefer to date younger women. The same is true for a lot of older women, with millennial and Gen Z men emerging as appealing dating options. For their part, many Gen Z men might have few opportunities to date women their own age, or prefer to date older women for various reasons. Enter millennial women.
So I can say, and this is actually one thing that I do regularly cite, right? When we have TikTok videos and short form content that women actively call for rounding up all men into camps and you know, kind of ganking them, game ending them, and that gets support. Go girl, you know, ops, awesome, female power, stick it to men, you know, down with the patriarchy. See, it's kind of like if I was in like a group of VTubers and one of the VTubers did something really bad, and now by association I look at everybody. If I can have somebody in my comment section telling me that you know, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to rehash it again. It has to do with some of my really bad experiences, but effectively saying, you know, oh well, women have it so much worse. Yes, you went through this same thing, but you know, we have to look at all men with suspicion. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So that is perfectly fine. Okay, you know what? I'll even let you have that one. Okay, I'm not going to fight that. You all are allowed to have that small collective, right? The small, loud minority are allowed to have that opinion. Okay, when men don't talk to you, don't complain why. Okay, right? When female friends say that's not cool and stop talking to you, and you know, 5 years down the line you're wondering what all went wrong, don't come crying. Okay. Words have power. Actions have weight, right? If you're going to spout some just absolute bigotry, right? Imagine if I said all women need to be rounded up into camps, right? Maybe something really insensitive, right? Like really crass. Like, oh man, every single month, you know, on the dot, we need to be rounding women up. You know how like awful that sounds legitimately? How about let's not go to that extreme, and you're allowed to have issues with people 100%. Let's keep it appropriate, right? Let's keep it at a pretty reasonable level, right? You don't necessarily walk into a conversation about, you know, dogs and cats, right? Oh, I like dog, cats. I like cats better. Well, I kind of like lizard better. And then you start going on, well, you know, that wasn't real communism, okay? You know, the Soviet Union, nah, I didn't do it right. Where do we come from? Like, this is so far left field. Like, how? Sure, I guess you could throw a China joke in there for all intents and purposes. Like, maybe that's some weird offshoot, but appropriateness, right? Civility. Let's normalize this, okay? Let's re-normalize laughing at people for saying just off the wall stuff like that.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part and skinny jeans.
If you're an older millennial woman, you might be attracted to younger men for their energy, inclusive views about sex and gender, and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to word this, okay? People want the idea, right? People want the idea of an open sexual relationship, right? I'm really trying with YouTube. I'm on YouTube's naughty list right now, I think. But people in action don't know that, right? How many people chat, comment section, and I've gone through this before, and I will continue to iterate this because it's dumb as fuck, right? How many people don't know what a safe word is? How many people know about why dungeons are in the basement? Yes, foundation, like actual building things, right? But it's almost like when you do something like that, especially when you're doing some hard, like consensual non-con kind of stuff. That stays. It's kind of like when you're working from home and you have your office, and when you're done with work, you're done with that office and you don't go in there. It's why, unlike me, you shouldn't have your PC, phone, electronics in your room, right? It's that separation between that work and play, that separation of that specific style of content and other. If people, and this is from all age groups, right? I could have a hag come down, right? Hag, cougar, lady, woman, person, right? Come over. She could be 45. Well, what's a safe word? Nope. No, I'm good. Also, remember, consent is a two-way street, or depending on how many people you have, obviously more, but consent is a two-way street. Someone could say, well, Kip, I want to try consensual non-con because I kind of want to work through it. I had a bad thing happen in my past, and I kind of want to use it as a safe space to kind of explore it with safe words. I could be, as the man, could say, no, specifically because that has happened to you. I don't feel comfortable with that, right? You might want to see a therapist, psychologist, counselor, etc., and work through that first before jumping to that, okay? Consent is all parties say yes, and if there is a single no, you're done. So this is an across the age spectrum issue. This is not just younger men. This is not just older women. Vice versa, right? It's not a young and old thing. People don't know the basics. People don't have basic communication skills. And if you're not willing to put that in, why bother? Reggie fills in May. Why bother? Right? I will literally go do anything else with my day.
In many ways, Gen Z men see millennial women as an opportunity to level up emotionally and socially. With their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity to the anti-hustle soft life, Gen Z men may be the most likely generation to overturn powerfully entrenched stereotypes about sex and relationships. The kind featured by podcast bros. I love how millennial women have just psyoped themselves into believing a man who thinks f***ing a whole bunch of different women at the same time with no romantic commitment is an evolved way of looking at relationships. Like, yes,
it's a type of relationship. I can't do it. I know I personally attach easily. I like that emotional connection. I even like that intellectual conversation, that intelligent back and forth, right? Like, but I know what I want. And that's completely fair and valid, right? If somebody, dear viewer, says, hey, I'm in a polygamous situation, I'm in a polyamorous, well, not polygamous because that's technically illegal, I think, polyamorous situation, or I'm in a situationship, right? We'd like to add you in on it. You have every right to say no, especially if you know you're going to get jealous or you don't want that in your life. Regardless of how you feel about that person, it is okay to say no. It is okay to be milquetoast. It is okay to have a dungeon in your basement, right? It is okay to... I was going to bring Germany into this. Let's not bring Germany into this. Okay. Keep it legal. Keep it clean, right?
Queen, that Zoomer you're banging is so open-minded and progressive. He's not like those podcast bros. I swear modern feminism is like the greatest trick men have played on women. Like just a bunch of dudes got in a room one day and were like, hear me out. We convinced them that getting naked and sleeping around is empowering. Genius! Even Hollywood seems to be
Awful.
hopping on the hag-maxing train. Why are so many older women dating younger men in recent rom-coms? I'm old enough to be your mother, sighs Anne Hathaway as she passionately entwines with Amazon's new heartthrob Nicholas Galazine in The Idea of You. Oh, Anne Hathaway? I'm sorry, who wouldn't hag-max with Anne Hathaway?
No, what? Yeah, to be fair, Anne Hathaway. Yeah, no, like Anne Hathaway. Who else? There was someone else. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I always forget Janet Weiss's actress. She's still rocking it in like her 60s, I hear. Some people look good. Mark Hamill, for all intents and purposes, looks good being like, what, 72? Mark Hamill has maintained being aggressively Mark Hamill all throughout his life. It's actually very entertaining to watch. Natalie Portman probably still looks really good. Oh god, who else? I'm drawing a blank right now. Fill in the blank.
What a forward young man you are! My goodness!
This phenomena is a groundbreaking shift, considering Hollywood's reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and old men's uncanny obsession with younger women.
I'm convinced the male gaze is just a buzzword. It's like woke to me at this point. 99.9% of people that actually say woke, I just write off. I've had conversations in the comment section where some people actively try to use an assigned definition to it. You have to understand, when you hear, if you want to use the word, you need to be, right, reclaiming that word from the idiots, okay? That's not my situation. I hear woke. I tune out of the conversation. I don't care what the conversation is about. I will immediately tune out anything you say after that. Because it historically has never been worth my time outside of like a very niche situation. It has never been worth my time to engage anything beyond that people saying that word.
You know, I really don't care about this shit, but it is so funny how much of this equality stuff is just, okay, now it's women's turn to do the thing we said was bad. All the new strong female leads in movies that are just kind of assholes, celebrating of billionaire female CEOs. Like, did you actually want change? Or was it really all just penis envy? Older women partnering with younger men. Why do some people have a problem with that? Perhaps celebrities will help ease the stigma. The French president's wife, Brigitte Macron, is almost 25 years older than her husband. They met when he was 15, and she was his high school teacher. Wait.
France, please, what? No. I don't know. What is... Dude, come on, France. You're making me do the 2-second Google test. Come on now. Age of consent in France. Okay. Off of Google. It is technically 15 in France. However, I don't give a shit if you watch me in France. Hi. Okay? If you're 15, guess what? You're still not 18. I don't care. Okay? If anything, as I've said, if you're not 22, I really don't care. We had a saying back in, I think it was L5R. We were playing that. And it kind of was actually pretty true. It's like, if you're not 16, you're 12. If you're not 18, you're 16. And then if you're not 21, you're like 18. It's somewhere. There was something. And effectively what that translates to is, oh, you're under the age of 16? Yeah, we're going to treat you like a preteen. You're actually just 12. I'm assigning you the number 12. You're not 18? You know what? You're 16, and guess what? That's not legal. I don't want to touch that. Nope, no sir. And if you're not 21, I mean, it's like, I just don't know what there is to talk about, right? I mean, it would be interesting, I guess. I would do it. Like, I would do a whole blind date thing with someone who was 18, 19. I'm 29, right? I'm 11 years older. I would do it, however, on the on like the understanding that I would love to see if there's any sort of back and forth actual like intellectual conversation that happens. I'd be very interested in it, if I'm being completely honest. That being said, I'd probably just go back to playing Steam after that. Like, cool, I've got my data. That's all I cared about. Okay, thanks, bye.
Wait. That is not good. There should be a stigma against that. What? Maybe these high-profile women will help shatter the stigma and normalize the benefits of widening our options when seeking romantic partnerships. After all, at every age, we deserve what our hearts desire. No. When you are a grown-ass teacher and your heart desires an underage student, you do not, in fact, deserve that. What am I reading? I'm 37 and my boy...
So, someone in chat this might be just me, but to those women who say things like we should oof all men, I think men should speak up and tell these women in the future why their husbands really care of the world. Husbands, the reality of the world, because we're going to think you're mentally unstable and think that's wrong. See, here's the thing: is if you try to call out that behavior, you're just called, a patriarchal asshole, right? You're called part of the problem. You get accused of hating women. You get accused of putting women through women's suffrage. People, I hope everyone in chat understands what women's suffrage was. Okay, suffrage, the right to vote, right? I love the TikToks of yes, 18-year-old lady. Yeah, what are your thoughts on women's suffrage? Well, it needs to stop. I mean, women are suffering. Maybe we should have just left these kids behind. I keep saying it. We should have just left kids behind. Straight up. Once again, my peers are idiots.
Friend is 23. I make upper six figures and own a condo in New York City. At least 3 of my friends are also dating significantly younger men. One is 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. I don't rely on men to be financially stable. I don't need my man to have a good job. We both know what we want out of this relationship and we're getting it.
Look, chat, all I'm going to say, the 2 best options for me at this point, because I'm 29, okay? You know what a Christmas cake is? Japan actually has a word for a woman over the age of 25, past the quote-unquote ripe age for marrying. They're called a Christmas cake, right? Okay, I'm a 29-year-old dingus on the internet, right? The 2 hopes for me that I have at this point are, 1, I actually get pity picked up. I actually get pity picked up by somebody. Oh, you poor soul. Yeah, let me just. Okay, we're gonna wipe some of that dirt off your cheek. Okay, we're just gonna not, right? The second one is I go to a country like Germany, right? I go to Germany, somewhere over there in Europe, or even Japan, and I just get told no, you're here now. But what do you mean? What do you mean? She leans in. No, you're here now. You're not going back. Well, guess I just live here now. Those are my only 2 outlets. Those are my only 2 chances at a relationship, at even a potential marriage at this point in life. I have waited years. It ain't looking good, Captain.
Honestly, good for this. Wait, one is 32 dating a 19-year-old for 3.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
No.
We older women aren't man haters. We have a lot of love and make a man feel like a man. We are not drama queens. We can't get pregnant. We are very sexy.
Okay, do not trust anybody that says that, though. Actually use protection. Actually use, contraceptives, right? That is one of those phrases that is an instant red flag for me.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm infertile. Men dating older women is called hag maxing now. Why can't men just be normal? Why does everything have to be misogynistic?
There we go. There we go. Yep, there it is. Oh, there it is. Token misogyny comment.
No. It's not misogynistic. The term hag here is endearing. We're taking back the term hag. It's like when black people took back the N-word.
Or like when the gay community took back the F word that I will not replace. Shit, dude. This is gonna be a really wild video for somebody out there.
There's something seriously disgusting about men taking advantage of women's loneliness for their resources. So when it's a younger man dating an older woman, the younger man is still the predatory one?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, don't you shoo. It's always the man's fault. That's the core understanding here. Regardless of what we do, it will always be our fault. And that's the thing. We just have to operate under the assumption that it will always be our fault. We're younger than the person. It's our fault for being misogynistic and trying to prey on loneliness, right? Oh, we're the older party. Well, you're just a creep because you can't date people your own age, right? Literally have been called having a colonizer mentality because I dared to have the opinion that I thought Japanese women were pretty hot. Okay, I was told that was racist. I was told that was objectifying Japanese people. I was told that was a very colonizer mindset, bro. At a certain point, we just don't care anymore. Okay, we just go, all right, I'm tuning out. I got literally a pocket analog next to me.
You guys just cannot win. Really? This
No.
is so disgusting. 34 is not old. I am not a hag. Okay, so we've heard from the hags. Now let's hear from the hag maxers. Why are these young men dating older women? I have mommy issues.
Fair.
Oh, well, there has to be other reasons, right? I have a granny fetish. Come on,
Nice.
there's gotta be another reason. Because Gen Z women aren't worth going for.
She said granny fetish, and why did I think about, man, bet you love when she takes out her dentures. She's gonna gobble your knobbler. she gonna gum you, bro. No. And this is why we don't let Kip's intrusive thoughts win, because I don't know what game we're playing, but I will just win the game. I keep myself reined in like 99% of the time. Man, some of those intrusive thoughts that were bangers.
And I have mommy issues.
Fair.
To be honest, as a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part, older women are just a lot less drama and just more mature.
That right there.
Older the better. Most have a car, a house, financial stability, and time. They are mature and can teach you some valuable lessons, wisdom, and experience.
I keep joking because I've watched Code Geass so much. I keep joking that eventually I'm just going to end up with an immortal witch, and we're going to talk about the fabric of reality, the nature of the universe, and I'll just get like thrown into some like pocket dimension for the next 1,000 years. Knowing my luck, it would actually happen too. Like I brick so much technology. I was streaming Majora's Mask last night. It was fine for like 5 hours, right? No, it was like 3 hours. It was fine for 3 hours, and all of a sudden my input glitched, right? Like just borked itself for no reason. No updates happened. No driver things happened. Like on stream, people are just like, how though? But how do you do this, Kip?
I'm still 19, and for me, older women I flirt with at bars and clubs are much more receptive and flirty than Zoomer girls. Honestly, it's partly because modern Western girls from 18 to 25 are like 80% hoes now.
Whoa.
A woman who is 30 today likely has fewer partners, sexual or other, than a woman who is 5 years younger than her.
I've said it in the past. If you got a triple-digit body count, that's fine. How do I know that I'm not 101? How do I know that I'm not 130, right? Right? I think that's fair. It's not that you're shaming someone. It's okay, but let's talk about this. What makes me not, number 200 in a queue, right? What about this could be seen as any sort of like long term?
I changed my Tinder age range from 20 to 25 to 30 to 39 and have been going on more dates than ever before with beautiful women who do not care that I don't make 6 figures at 22 years old. It's either take care of a younger woman who we know is potentially a flight risk, or appreciate an older woman who has their own shit together. George W. Bush married an older woman to get that money. I don't think George W. Bush should be a role model for anything. Easy, good sex.
Look, all I'm going to say, in a world where Andrew Tate exists, you got to take role models where you can at this point. Dude, there's some really dumb people out there. There are people that idolize Logan Paul. Because that his lawyer sent Logan the typo, I will never let that die. It is the greatest meme.
Intellectual conversations, less games, more fun, and they treat you nicely. They tend to be more grounded. Did I mention the sex part? Oh, and if it's post-menopause, even better. If girls can date older men, then why not younger men date older women? I'm 16, and I'm not attracted to anyone below 30 years old. Ah yes, the elusive reverse pedophile. Dating a woman with a career, property, experience in bed, and life. What's not to like?
I mean, so here's the thing, right? I would be, as long as the person was legit, they could be like, all right, cool, Kip, we're splitting our assets. Okay, we will have no joint accounts. If this goes south, right, my stuff is my stuff, their stuff is their stuff, right? I'd even do that, 100%. Like, it's not even about the money at a certain point. It's that maturity. It's that life experience. It's that, like, that accrued knowledge and understanding. Like, that sells. Even the communication ability. They just know how to talk.
Young sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. Older women fed me, slept with me, and sent me on my way with snack packs.
Nice!
Legit amazing. I'm 26 now, dating a 38-year-old after years of trying with women my age and younger. They are all social media obsessed narcissists.
I, chat, am a social media obsessed narcissist.
I feel like they're hyping up millennial women too much here. Oh, they're not narcissists obsessed with social media. You guys weren't around during the MySpace days. Have you ever met a Gen Z woman? Who would want to date them? They're me, give me, take care of me. Man.
Oh, it's like the crackheads I keep hearing about, dude. Like how you have to like trespass a dude like 40 times and it doesn't actually escalate until he like actually pulls a knife or goes out the fire exit, right? Just take. Eventually he gets picked up. Eventually something might happen, but he just keeps coming back to the store and stealing more donuts. Like, bro, what do you mean? And then he leaves a Glock in the bathroom. Just like, bro, please. Come on, it's not that hard.
If the ones my age ain't loyal, might as well. They're basically like a grandma caring for you and taking care of you.
Wild.
Oh my god. Nothing like a no denture adventure.
Yes! Your grand go take out those dentures and gobble your knobble. You know what? This is the perfect face. This is an actual pause chat moment. I'm gonna take that as actual judgment.
You people are sick.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe this is happening more than ever just because Gen Z men like easy sex or gifs. Or that Gen Z women are too obsessed with drama or social media. No, I think there's more to it, and I have a few theories. So, as we talked about before in other videos, a lot of men are dropping out of college. The issue is, a lot of young, college-educated women want college-educated men. See, Stacy is looking for someone college-educated who's making more than her. But not that many young men are on that level yet. Older men.
It's so wild to hear this, right? And I'm sorry to know, it's so wild to hear this because how many times has it been like, well, we need more grocery store workers, we need more mechanics, we need more, XYZ, and it's like, okay. So you want men to fill those jobs. There's only so much men to go around, right? Like, decent half of the population, right? Pretty much. Like, bro, you gotta sleep sometimes. I'm not the role model here, okay? My inability to sleep is not the role model. That should never be idolized.
But not many around Stacy's age. But you know who doesn't care? Karen. Karen doesn't care about your lack of college degree. Karen wants to pick you up in her 2013 Toyota minivan and bang you in the back seat, then take you to Olive Garden. No.
You know what? Dude, sold, okay? See, here's the thing, okay? Karen's gonna have a great purse. You know what great purses have? They have room for breadsticks, okay? Dude, that you have multiple sticks in multiple holes, okay? All I'm gonna say, okay? There's not even anything weird about that, okay? Purse breadsticks are a thing, okay? You have me sold, okay? Somebody right now could message me on Tinder, be like, hey, we don't want to go to Olive Garden? Okay, I want to go to Olive Garden. I'm way too passionate about Olive Garden breadsticks.
Strings attached, unlimited breadsticks.
Yeah.
For basically all of human history, the most prevalent age gap was older man and younger woman. But why? Well, it's because men are all disgusting creeps who should be thrown into work camps and castrated and forced.
Yes, yeah, this is what I expect. So some woman speaks to me on social media. Some woman acknowledges my existence. This is the vitriol I expect. That is the expectation.
To make us pumpkin spice lattes. But also, it's because younger women are more fertile, and the whole point of relationships is to make babies. Or at least it used to be. Well, at least in our lizard brains. That's the whole point. I don't know what—
I could get behind that. I can actually get behind that. From a, like, base instinct kind of things, generally relationships will pop up around desire to have offspring, have kiddos, right? I am the oddity here, okay? I am the oddity that would absolutely love, like, hot 30-year-old, deep voice, e-girl gamer GF, right? 100% would love that, right? Don't even to have kids, just cool, we're just gonna hang out, we're gonna do life stuff together. We're gonna just get through life. Rats. Seems like goals to me.
the point of modern relationships are anymore. I just learned recently that people purposely get into short-term relationships, which is bizarre to me, like what's the point? As well as situationships and polycules. The world is very confusing. It turns out people are different than me. Now, let's be real, hagmaxing simply does not make any sense from a evolutionary biological standpoint. But it's 2024, we have surpassed the need for evolutionary biology. We can grow babies in pods and also kill ourselves in them. Our brains are full of—
Yes! Finally! I mean, what?
Plastic now. Men wanting to be with younger women made sense when babies were the goal, but babies don't seem to be the goal anymore. For many older women who simply don't want to have them, and for many younger Gen Z men who think they can't afford them, or even worse, are scared that having kids will contribute to climate change. It's like,
So my fear, there's actually several-fold fears in that. I don't want stuff that I have getting passed down, right? That is also a financial drain. That is also a emotional drain. That is a time drain. Number of drains on that. I mean, I could go into other things in regards to education, things that I'm actually going to refrain from doing as of this point in time. But like, it's not just a single issue to me. There's a number of issues. And if I would ever have a kiddo, that would be a long-term partner, and even a divorce. There would be a situation already set up for that, because I'm not going through that. I have too many horror stories.
like every other week I see an article, fear-mongering Gen Z. Don't have kids, it will increase the carbon emissions, blah blah blah. You have to save the planet. And first of all, I gotta ask, who the fuck we saving the planet for if not future generations? So if
I don't know, maybe we need to talk to T Swift, talk to Tay Tay about her private jet, right? We always want to talk about, recycle the straws for turtles. How dare you, consumer, for using plastic bags? But we never want to talk to people using private jets excessively. All I'm going to say, okay? You want me to participate in stuff at this point? I need to see some initiative, okay, bucko? I need to see some work ethic, some elbow grease, right? I need to see people and big companies and people, celebrities putting in the work. I think that's fair at this point, okay? 2024. Don't yell at me for using a plastic bag at this point.
Gen Z does not want kids. If they think they can't afford kids, why does being with a fertile woman even matter? Might as well date an older woman. Might as well scramble those rotten eggs. Ugh. Editor. Edit that out. Edit that out.
Keep that in.
No.
Amazing.
But believe it or not, hagmaxing is not really a new thing. It's been around for a really long time. Hundreds of years, even. In fact, there was a very famous hagmaxer in American history who wrote an entire letter of why it's preferable to sleep with an older woman. And that hagmaxer's name? Benjamin Franklin. No, I'm not kidding. Benjamin Franklin literally wrote about the benefits of hagmaxing. And what's funny is, a lot of the reasons Benjamin Franklin gives are the same reasons a lot of the Zoomers who hagmax give today. Because as they have more knowledge of the world, and their minds are better stored with observations, their conversation is more improving and more lastingly agreeable.
Honestly, I agree with everything in that. Everything that he just said there, I agree with that. That is partner goals, like straight up. The fact that is some astronomical thing to reach, though, bro, all I'm saying is, if I'm expected to have 6K figures a year and to be just bodybuilder status and still get the overarching comments about how we need to just corral up all men and just gank them, right? I feel like this shouldn't be a hard ask.
Because when women cease to be handsome, they study to be good. So basically, she can't rely on her looks anymore and has to develop a personality.
Oh my god, is that 1700s OnlyFans effects? Oh no. When you hit 30 and your OnlyFans numbers drop.
Because there is no hazard of children, which irregularly produced may be attended with much inconvenience.
Okay.
Because through more experience, they are more prudent and discreet in conducting an intrigue to prevent suspicion. They're easier to cheat on your wife with.
Nice.
Lovely. Because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms, the lower parts continuing to the last, as plump as ever.
What?
Benjamin Franklin really just said, the ass is still fat. Incredible stuff from our founding fathers. I will literally never be able to look at a picture of this man the same again. This is no longer the guy who discovered electricity. No, this is the great American hagmaxer. So basically, some Gen Z guys have found a hack in the male loneliness epidemic by dating the women who are suffering from the female loneliness epidemic. Like the two unwanted ends of a bread loaf coming together to make a sandwich. Beautiful. Two people who believe they are the leftovers of society. Two people using each other to temporarily numb the pain.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not that fucking deep and it's just a funny meme. To be honest, I don't think this is an epidemic like the internet makes it seem like it is. All the data basically says that women prefer to date men slightly older than them or around the same age as them, and men tend to date women younger than them or around the same age as them. Large age gaps, for the most part, are rare. In relationships where the man is older, he's usually only older by 1 to 2 years. In relationships where the woman is older, 2 to 3 years. In all Western countries, only 8% of couples have an age gap of 10 or more.
So this literally comes across statistically as, once again, a vocal minority of people complaining about cradle robbers and complaining about cougars and complaining about hag maxing. It's like, once again, people need to care way, way, way less about what other people are doing and more about what they're doing. Literally the loud minority again.
And couples with a larger age gap have more of a chance of getting a divorce. But it is a rising trend to think about and keep an eye on. As the social landscape continues to change, so will gender dynamics, and I find that very interesting. But that's enough of my yapping. What do you guys think? What do you think of hag maxing? Have you ever hag maxed? Would you hag max? Personally, I am married to someone younger than me. He was graduating middle school while I was going into college.
Amazing.
Well, to be clear,
not at the same time, right?
I did not know him when he was in middle school. I am not married to a middle schooler. Not a groomer, folks. Do not put in the newspaper that I am a groomer. If you like this video, please...
It's okay, Dick Sartor will put out an article on that, and they'll have to redact it saying, our bad, Captain. We definitely didn't do our research on it. Like the completionist thing.
Please consider supporting me on Patreon, link down below. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!
So, there's a lot to unpack there. We're gonna wait for the outro. Goofing all men is a stupid idea. It's gotten enough attention that I just...
The ass is still fat.
So good. I love it. It's perfect. I love it. I love the video. First off, if you haven't checked out Shoe0nHead, you should definitely go ahead and check out Shoe0nHead. You can look down in the description down below. You'll see the link to the original video and a link to her channel. One thing which I will still complain about, many other React content creators do not do. I try not to be moral grandstanding about it, but if I have to start getting moral grandstanding about it, I think it's very easy to cite your source. And that was actually one of the big reasons for me starting to do React content. It's because nobody cited the damn video. So it pisses me off when I see videos and the original video isn't cited. It actually makes me angry. But that being said, everyone's their own individual person. And, you know, if they don't want to cite the original video, yeah, they're allowed to do that. So once again, that moral grandstanding argument. I definitely evaded it. I've definitely fallen out of favor, 100%, in terms of the past few Shoe0nHead videos I've done. Like, I've definitely plateaued. I've definitely tanked on them. I love watching Shoe0nHead. I do respect Shoe0nHead's opinions. I did like the her male loneliness video, which I thought was very well done. As something that really pisses me off anymore to hear about, just because, oh, well, it's all men's fault, and, well, it's prawn that's doing it, right? 18+ content is contributing to it. I'm so sick of just rhetoric being like thrown at me and hurled at me and regurgitated and us talking about the same things in circles. Shoe0nHead came from a very interesting perspective and I feel was very, very solution oriented, where many other videos and shorts are very just like discussion oriented, which is not, it does not win me over. She also has a politics channel if that is your thing. So let me know what you think. I'll consider this my response video in regards to that. There's definitely going to be larger male VTubers me at this point that can speak on the male VTuber brain thing. But I assure you, I will be here if people need to pick that brain, the wrinkle knowledge, if you will. I'm losing. I'm so little sleep, dude. I'm slurring my words at this point. Thank you all for watching and have a good one.